So we have here, we have Nala, Liv, playing, the youngest member of a band named Hyckoriii. We have here, what's your name? Say your name. Say it loud too.
Nayla.
Nayla what? Alright. And he's a member of a band named Hyckoriii. And then we have
Jasmine, Yana. And I'm a member of a band named Hyckoriii.
And we have me, Chris Payne. I'm a member of a band named Hyckoriii.
All right, so explain to me, what is it that y'all do? Verse 1 typically chooses rappers, but since I'm a fan, I know y'all have a different sound. So what exactly is it that y'all do?
Well, we're a fusion. So we combine spoken word, we combine neo soul and hip hop and jazz. No pun intended, you know, with jazz. But yeah, we combine those compositions of music, and we embody the early 2000s, like what we grew up in. Like I know that's kind of like what our sound is. Influences, you know, they're very. How would you take? How would you describe the sound?
Good music.
Good music.
Something I say every time. It's good music.
It's good music, yeah.
It's real music.
It's real personal. Yeah. Yeah. So it's good music. It's just real good music. I think when you hear, you have to hear it to understand like what we're capturing. Like sometimes jazz voice can be an instrument instead of me having like an instrumental or a beat. Like sometimes her vocals or her backups play a major role. Without her giving that, it's no soul. She is the soul and I'm the skin in the music. You know, hip hop and just rhyming words can sometimes be so on the surface that you don't dig deep. But when you hear someone vocalize, it touches you in a different way. So I think we are body.
So it must be the muscles and nerves.
Yeah, they're the muscles and nerves, you know. Naylan adds his ad-libs, and then Nala adds ad-libs too. And Naylan does some cover art, and Nala, we don't know what she's going to do yet, because she's still growing. But she just provides a great energy, you know.
So how did y'all get started?
We met. we met, and when we met, I was doing music prior, and Jazz had
Hadn't made any music yet.
she had made
But I have wrote some music.
a lot of music. She actually came to me with like, I remember the first song on her the title track, well the first track on her EP that she released, 1014 Avenue. I laughed at it when she sung it for me because I didn't the delivery, but
He tried to play me.
I did. I tried.
And then wanted to be on his own.
Yeah, she had a way of making her vision just come. Like when she puts it on the canvas, you may not understand it if she said, but when she puts it on the canvas, it's always dope. So how did we get started? The story. You want to do the story of the name? Yeah, I think that's an interesting story. Alright, so the story of a band named Hyckoriii, like how we came up with it was we came outside from burning wood one time, and I was like, ooh, we smell like hickory, and she was like, that's what we should call it. We should call it Hyckoriii, and I was like, but if we call it Hyckoriii, we cannot spell it like hickory. It has to be spelled different. The aesthetic and the way it's viewed has to look like, you know, real. Like it just has to pop to you. So we spelled it. We took like the knowledge itself and spelled it with 3 eyes, you know. Third eye, you know, if you go that deep and you understand it, I don't have to explain it, and then we just replace the Y in the normal word Hyckoriii with Y, just to bend the vowels. And then I was like, but we can't just be Hyckoriii. We have to make people, we have to do something that makes people like, what is this? And I was like, how Tribe Called Quest is, how you have like just things that like set it up before it happens, like we're gonna be a band named Hyckoriii, that's our name. And that's just how the story came about. And aesthetically, when you see it on paper, when you look at it, the way it's spelled, you kind of be like, what is this? Because I love aesthetic. I'm an aesthetic artist, you know. And she's an artist herself, so she knows how to visualize things. Make some fake smiles, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what drives y'all to make music? Like I know a lot of people right now are just making music just because or to make a quick buck, but what drives y'all?
We want to be billionaires, you know.
What drives me?
Oh, okay. You can talk.
I have a few things that drive me. I have, number one, doing it in my room and singing and dancing in my room, wanting people to see that and appreciate me for who I really am. I have karma. I want to prove to people I am who I am. You should have respected me. You should have loved me. You should have moved past it. I want to prove that to the whole world. Really not to the whole world, to the people closest. I also want to uplift and inspire young girls who are gone, who have went through the same thing that I went through, who are more lost than I am, to see that just because they say that's who you is and you chose to be that doesn't mean you have to stay that. I do everything for young girls. Before I even had Nala, I did everything I did for young girls. Even my wrong, apparently. Even my wrong. I just want to show young girls that you don't have to be who they say you are. You can be better.
And what motivates me is I want the money. You know, I want the cars. I want the clothes.
He's lying.
I'm joking.
He's lying.
No. I do it for a lot of reasons. I do it because I'm a touched individual, you know, and I think like me knowing my history and knowing where I come from and just knowing like cosmically, like, you know, who talks through me and like who's talking to me and what surrounds me, I think this is just the purpose and I'm just the vessel being used right now. So I really don't have a real purpose. I just know that it's gonna impact the world, and I know that I want to change. I want change, and I want to be that change first because we represent love. We represent love, and we represent peace and harmony, and accepting your flaws. Everything starts with self. You know, if you don't accept who you are as yourself, then I think you'll never be able to impact the world. You know, if you don't understand you're wrong, you'll never be able to change and make that impact that you want to make because charity starts at home. You know.
So, what made you make it a family thing? Because you know, some artists like it's usually just it's a solo effort and never really a team effort. What made you make it a family business?
Temptations. Like I remember seeing Temptations, and I was a kid before I even had a son. Before I even had a son, or before I even had a daughter, I saw Temptations, and the oldest son was talking to him, and he was like, they was playing basketball, and he started getting rough. And his son was like, Dad, he was mad. And he was like, why you always on the road? And he began to tell him like he's doing what he's doing for the family. And his son couldn't grasp it or understand it because his dad wasn't there. And then later finding out that his son died, you know, like something happened and his son died. And I realized, you know, doing it, I could chase everything that I want to chase in life, but still not have that connection with my children, not have that connection with my wife, you know, the people who care about me the most. So I said, why not involve them? Because it makes them feel a part of it, and whether they take to it or not, it's important. You know, rhythms are important, vibrations are important, words are important. You know, spelling. You take the ing off of the spell, you know, and it's like, you know, just connecting words that rhyme and sending out energies to people. I think it's important. So I just want my kids to understand creativity and understand vibrations, and I think that is some of the glue that holds it together to why I make it a family business. But I really just love them, and all of them possess something creative. Like, you know, I don't know, you know, I just want them to be tapped in, and I love them, you know, and I couldn't see myself like being without them. And it'll keep you out of trouble, you know, being an up and coming rapper with like, you know, an artist with good looks, you know, it can get you in a lot of trouble. So I keep my wife and my kids around because I ain't trying to get in no trouble. You know, I ain't trying to let that be my like my downfall. No. You know, so all you women, no, I'm joking, and all you men like, no, you might like, I'm joking. You know, but I think that's really some of the real glues because I love them and I want them to understand creativity and expression.
and just naturally. And we both are into art.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if I could sing or write or paint, it wouldn't be a family business. We came together because of this reason. I mean, yeah, we have kids, we have family, we have these things, but ultimately it's for something greater. I wouldn't have met him if we didn't have that one common interest of art. I don't know.
Yeah. And the kids are talented. The kids are just, they have their own talented. He's talented, she's talented. And like just naturally talented. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know where they get it from. Cause I can't say that I passed the gene down.
It's deep on my side. I know where she gonna get it from. Know where she get it from. She be singing now.
Yeah, she be singing
One, two,
And you wish my hurt wasn't my pillow. And you pray the moon will light my soul. Tell me what it knows. And I still smell that rose. And the sun did rose. And live my goals. And it shall be no more. Tell you what, no more. If all is fair and love is bad, no regret. I say these things over there. I bring my hurt to play in the dirt and fertilize this tree. Oh me, no mind. As I try to describe it, I come from mine. The words that are written on the curves with the pigeon. Shoot the shot, but we missing. Where I'm from, call it breaking. So won't you sign this petition? Indecisive decisions can learn you back to this feeling. Yeah. Baby, can you teach me as I learn to be my ability to respond to needs? I'm a student, thought I knew it. Can you teach me? She asked me where the hell my mom been in the last few days. I tell her in a maze, hey, I'm in no cage. My philosophy, we say always, cause we don't want change. So us can't complain when we see no change. And I think I know you better than you know yourself. But that's how it's supposed to be when you in love with someone else. Alright, yeah. Kicking gyms like physical education. I'm a student, I've been learning. To my degree, I've been earning that Julius Irving title. And on the Bible, know who you lied to. And she was sent to guide you and light you in the fly you. She would sky you, then quick reverse Hyckoriii. Who? Why you really mad? Hard to become a man when yo so distant from your examples to exhibit how to pimp it. Have you looking better, but you a slave to the pressure, playing catch up. See, every problem starts within you. Let go of your false self and discover the real truth. And this is more or less a declaration of your independence. No one can take it, so stop blaming and get to changing. As I learn to be my philosophy, I respond to needs, and I earn it, my degree. To exhibit how to pimp it. Have you looking better, but you a slave to the pressure, playing catch up. See, every problem starts within you. Let go of your false self and discover the real truth.
Shout out to Prophetic Visions.
Shout out to Prophetic Visions. Thank you for coming. Now get the hell out.